Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for joining us this morning. Again, comment any questions that you have throughout the live. I'll try to answer them, and if you want to drop where you're located down below also, that can help me as we're going through your Wednesday forecast update. Again, this morning, lots of sunshine is in store, so if you haven't headed out the door yet, it's going to be warm. It's also very sticky out. Humidity is high, and we're in the low 80s right now. We'll continue to warm through the upper 80s come 10 o'clock, and eventually by lunchtime we'll be in the low 90s. We have a long way to go today because we'll have temperatures top off in the middle to upper 90s. 96 is expected this afternoon in the capital city. That's warmer than we were yesterday. Some friends could even get close to 100 degrees. Columbia, 98 this afternoon. Not a lot of clouds in the way of the sunshine heating us up. Not a lot of rain helping us cool us down either. We're watching a 10% chance of rain to our south, mainly for friends along Highway 84 and in the Pine Belt. When you combine the high humidity and the high heat, feels like temperatures of 105 to even 110 degrees in some spots. So dangerous heat is on the way for today. That's why most of us are in this heat advisory for most of the daylight hours. It'll officially start at 10 this morning. It'll continue until 7 o'clock tonight. Again, this is for counties west of I-59. So again, watch out if you're going to be outside, or if you know anybody who has to be outside for an extended period of time. Please try to limit time outdoors, stay hydrated, and wear light and loose fit clothing. Also, never keep those pets or kiddos in the car. Always check the back seat. Again, could feel like 107 for the peak afternoon hours today in the metro, 109, 108 in Columbia, 109 in Mendenhall. Again, we will keep around the high feels like temperatures through tomorrow. I don't know yet if we're going to have a heat advisory in place. Still waiting on news for that, but we do have increased rain chances tomorrow, and that could definitely limit the chances for that high heat, especially with the rain coming in and cooling us down briefly. So we're going to increase to about 40% chance of rain tomorrow, eventually getting to 70% by Friday. That's all because we're tracking this system along the Gulf Coast very closely. Still has a medium likelihood of developing in the next 2 to 7 days. Right now it's around Apalachicola, and it's a very disorganized cluster of thunderstorms as well as clouds. Again, it doesn't really have the circulation that we would typically want it to have. That's why the National Hurricane Center hasn't increased it to a tropical depression yet. Still is an invest. And the models are trending that this disorganization is going to continue. So that is a positive thing, because that means that the system isn't going to be as strong, but tropical depression development is still possible. The window is narrowing with the models now having the system more disorganized. We are watching a flash flood threat Thursday through Saturday, so heavy rain is the main factor that will impact us here in the Illinois state. So continuing the track, it'll push along the panhandle of Florida is what most of the weather models are expecting. Now, that is a good thing, because the closer that it is to the coast, the more it interacts with the land, the less strong it is able to get. If the track continues on some of these models that have it pushing out to the Gulf, it means that it will strengthen the depression. Again, not looking at really a named storm, likely is very low. I think a couple models are happening, but the chance is there. We're not really looking it out as of right now, but the likelihood for the scenario that we would love and would benefit in the Illinois state is of just tracking along the coast and not strengthening it. Looks like our models do have a consensus that it will make landfall anywhere from South Mississippi to southeastern Louisiana. Anywhere along the Gulf Coast is possible, but with the models more so trending west of the Mississippi River, that means that we're going to be on the eastern side of that system, still receiving a lot of that moisture that's shaded there in orange. That means greater rain chances for your Friday and Saturday. Some of the models do have this clipping our southwestern counties. Again, the main thing that we're watching with this the models all more so trending west, and some more robust thunderstorms possible. Again, the main story is going to be the rain, chances ramping up to 70% by Friday. Isolated and scattered storms are not out of the question Thursday. And if you want to head outside for your weekend, Sunday is going to be the better day with lower rain chances at 40%. So I do want to give you a little look at how this could look. This is our in-house model. This is more high resolution, so it's not going to go as far out, but it can definitely give us a look at what it could look like. So here's a look at it going through your Wednesday. The low will continue to track west. Again, could enter the Gulf again, could ride along the coast. Still waiting to watch those spaghetti models start to agree a little bit more in the next day or so. It does look like there's going to be some rain showers, possibly late tonight in the Pine Belt because of the proximity of this coming closer to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It does look like the low pressure system will continue to reside over Louisiana for Thursday. That's when we'll get some of those bands coming in from the southeast, increasing our rain chances for Thursday. Again, does look scattered, but as that low pressure system continues to move closer to the Magnolia State, that's when we see those heavier rain chances for Friday. Again, could spark up earlier in the morning, and we'll watch for some robust thunderstorms Friday. And Saturday is not included in the timeline for our high resolution weather model, but definitely watching for heavier rain then as well. And we're also watching for the flooding threat to continue through Saturday. Again, the chances for flooding do look greatest on Friday, where that system is closer to the Magnolia State. We'll be watching it through Saturday. Slight risk, level 1 out of 2 for Friday. Marginal risk, pictured here, is level 1 out of 4 for flooding on Saturday. So continuing to watch this closely, we'll keep our eye on local creeks as well as local low-lying roadways. Now here's a look at all the rain that's expected over the next 7 days. Again, the bulk of this is going to be over the timeline of when that system moves through our area. Again, bringing a lot of rain. Locally higher amounts are always possible in thunderstorms, but for the Pine Belt we're looking at 2 to 3 inches possible. Again, closer to 4 under some of those localized thunderstorms. 1 to 2 inches are possible around the I-20 corridor. Again, you could knock a little bit off of that because this is showing the next 7 days. But what you need to know is that we're going to be watching those local creeks, low-lying areas, and places that have recently received rain for any of the potential flash flooding. So stay up to date with Storm Team 12. I want to give you a look at your 8-day forecast. Again, very, very isolated rain chances today. Winds are coming out of the north, keeping us mainly dry. Some of the showers that could come in to our counties farther towards the Louisiana state line are from bands of that system coming closer to our area. Again, it's going to be hot today. Try not to be outside for a long time. And if you want to be outside, try to be outside in the morning hours or the late evening hours. Middle 90s will continue to decrease to the low 90s by Friday. That's when we're going to see the greatest rain chances with that tropical wave moving through. Tropical rain will continue mainly through the first half of the weekend, and then lingering scattered showers continue through your Monday. Again, with drier weather expected for the middle of this next work week. We'll go from the low 90s this weekend back to the middle 90s this next work week. We could be even tracking the upper 90s at some locally hotter places. So I hope that y'all have a fantastic day. Again, comment down below if you have any questions about this system, anything that you'd like us to clear up. I'll respond to them and we'll keep you updated as we get closer. Overall, have a fantastic Wednesday. You're just about halfway through the work week. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.